Hello and welcome back to another episode of Showcase Me. My good name is Irene Kabunde, and on this channel we have fun, learn, and inspire. And today's episode, guys, we're meeting Eltrud Okeyo, who is the founder of RECO organization. And RECO organization is all about promoting intergenerational care. So let us get to know Eltrud, what really inspired, what really happened for RECO organization to be.
Hello, my name is Eltrud Okeyo from Kisumu, Kenya, at a place called Kathim Village, and I'm the founder of REAC organization, where we work with the elderly, young people, and children, and basically we are promoting intergenerational care. So what inspired me to start the organization was the fact that I saw most of the elderly persons are being neglected and they're facing a lot of isolation. So we started with just a few number of elderly persons, and for now we are having around 25 elderly persons. And after that, we noticed that I had their grandchildren who are not going to school, so we started Rieko School. And we also realized that there were young girls who were living with their grandparents who are not able to get access to skills. So we train them on various skills like baking of cakes and making of soaps, just to ensure that they sustain their lives. And with this, we've been able to bring in the different generations, that's the elderly people, the young people and children, and to enable them to understand one another. And that's the core motto of RECO, where we are promoting dignified living and respect to all. So RECO organization was officially started in 2022 with the elderly persons, and then we brought in the young people who are the youths, and then we brought in the children in 2022. At RECO, first we have a kindergarten with 120 children, and with these children, most of them comes from the elderly families. So we give them access to quality education, and we also ensure that they get access to their lunch, and that has enabled so many children to get access to education. And to the elderly persons, we do house visits to ensure that they're safe, and we also do house rehabilitation for those who are not having good houses. And we also do community gardening with them, and this has also supported us with the lunch program together with the parents, because most of them volunteer to work in the farm. And you also realize that most of the elderly persons, they have a lot of skills when it comes to indigenous gardens or farms, and they provide us with a lot of information when it comes to planting and harvesting of indigenous vegetables like black nightshade, which have also helped us when it comes to our lunch program. And we are also currently running a program called the Seed Bank, where we identify various types of seeds which are being extinct or threatened due to climate change, and we put them in a safe space. We are glad to say that during the officiation of our school, which was in 2023 January, we started with a play group, and we only had 20 children. And after that, we went to PP1, PP2, and currently we are at grade 1. And we are happy and glad with the progress. So we started the school with around 20 children, and as for now we have around 120 children, and that has also led to increase in the number of those who are volunteering with us and the staff members. So currently we have 7 members. That is an improvement from what we had initially, which was 2. And with this progress, a lot of changes are taking place within the community and within the society. For the sustainability of our school, what we are doing is we are implementing a model called Food for Education or Farm for Education. And this is where, for those who are not able to bring maybe money or to pay the school fee, what they do is they go to the farm, and they plow the vegetables, and through this it's a way of paying a fee to their children and enabling their children to get access to education. And this has worked within the community, because we realize that most of the children or who are living with their grandparents or with their young mothers, their parents do not have access to money or work. So by doing that, they are not only enabling their children to get access to education, but they are also creating a space and making the community to feel better and to grow as one. And of course, I did mention we are promoting intergenerational care. We have activities for the elderly persons, for the young people, and for the children. And for the young people, what we've done so far is number one, the young people, including cake baking, soap making. And with this, we did it with the support of Manuela Pastore. And with that, I can proudly say that about 25 young people and women are now getting access to money that they can sustain their families. However, we wish to include some other things that will even create more bond between the young people and the elderly persons. And this is one of the things we want to do is to bring in Wi-Fi for the community so that people can freely interact and bring in more trainings on digital skills among the young people and the elderly to enable them to interact. We also wish to put up more structures, and with these structures, the elderly persons will get a space to talk among themselves and also to tell the tales of their stories with the young people and the children. And with that, we believe that we will be making our community a better space to be in. And of course, within the expansion of the houses or the buildings, we also use them as our training centers for the young people in terms of doing various or attaining various skills like knitting, like weaving, and even hairdressing, because we all understand that all these things were done before by the elderly persons, and they can always pass this wisdom and knowledge to the young generation. And that means that we already have bunch of wisdom that just needs to be transferred to a different generation, and this should not just be wasted. So far we've been able to get support from the community with friends, and this has pushed us, including the donations that we get from pitching and funds that we got through Kantari that has also enabled us to put up Posho Mill. And with this, we are still very open to partnership and friendship, and feel free to engage with us and to discuss more and to find more about what we do. Well, I would say that one of the main challenges is the fact that there is a lot of over expectation from the society and from the community, because you all understand we are dealing with vulnerable community and groups, and you realize that at times it's so hard to meet the demands of the people with the little funds that we have. And for example, the elderly persons, you get to them, they don't have medical insurance, they don't have food, they don't have good housing, and all these are some of the things that are basic needs for an individual. And we also have very high turnout of the children who want to get access to quality education. However, we have very limited resources, and these at times makes us to strain a lot, because we also provide them with lunch program, which requires consistency, and that also we have to be very intentional, because they once they eat, then they're able to concentrate in class, because you realize that those who come to school without taking anything, so you can imagine sitting in class from morning to evening without anything in the stomach. And of course, every challenge is always having or putting up a space for us to do something. So number one, we are working towards ensuring that our beneficiaries, number one, they get medical insurance. I know it's not so easy, but I'm pretty sure it's possible with your support. And we are also working towards ensuring that the number of children that we have, they get access to education, and we get put up more space to accommodate more children, so that we do not leave anyone behind. And with this, we intend to work more in the agricultural sector, and to partner with various partners to ensure that we produce large amount of vegetables that can even be exported. And this will enable us to get more income, together with support from different individuals and parties and organizations. So our long-term goal in the next maybe 3 to 5 years would be to put up permanent structures for our children, so that they are in a very safe and stable space. And we also intend to increase the number of our beneficiaries, who are the elderly persons, from 25 to 1,000. And with this, we will not only be ensuring that they are living in good spaces, but also getting access to um, uh, the needs of an individual person. And we also intend to reach over 1,500 young people with skills training and ensuring that there is that mutual understanding between the young generations and the old generation to ensure that we are at par with one another in terms of digital skills, in terms of getting access to jobs, in terms of getting access to education, and just understanding the culture and norms, and even the traditions of our community and society. And if you have to forget about everything that I said, just don't forget that every old person was once a young person. So remember, how you treat somebody determines maybe how you'll be treated. And don't forget to follow us. And if you want to know about more about Trieko and what we do, visit us at our website, triekowise.org. You can also check us on Facebook, Rieko 2022. And of course, you can also reach our WhatsApp number that is 0790780274. And don't forget to follow and subscribe.